All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jack with Bonfire Locks, bringing you four more picks. Again, we're sticking with the NBA for today's video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. A bunch of comments came in on yesterday's video, so I love it. Constantly trying to grow the channel, so hit subscribe, put on push notifications. I appreciate it. Love when you guys comment. Let me know when you guys won. Saw a bunch of you guys were winning, especially to join the Discord in the link below. You can see here, had another solid day on VIP. Went 2-1, solid, moving us to 11-4 in the last 5 days on VIP. So we're doing very well in there. You can see here we had the over. Does that zoom in? Oh, perfect. Over Toronto and the Panthers game. I honestly was starting to get nervous because Toronto could not score. Usually, in pretty much the logic to taking the over in some of these games, especially in the playoffs, you want the game to be, 3-1, 3-2 heading in towards the end because the teams will pull their goalie early, which then you get the man advantage goal with, six offensive players, or you get the empty net goal. So that's why, taking the overs, we've been taking these 5.5 lines on the overs, but I was getting nervous because I'm like, all right, Florida's up 4-0, 5-0. Toronto's not going to pull. There's no reason to pull their goalie or do the man advantage because they're already getting blown out. But luckily, the Panthers scored 6 goals, and then Toronto ended up scoring one of the best goals I've seen in a while. To be honest, forget the guy's name, but he literally did a no look 180 in front of the net to score with a minute left. So ended up getting 7 goals in this game overall. So it was a great game. If you won on that, comment play NHL. I don't know, comment whatever you want. Comment NHL if you won on that pick. And then the other pick we won on Sox plus 1.5. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while or following me, I'm a big Boston sports fan. And I don't usually bet the Red Sox because they let me down every time. But past 2 times we've taken, I believe beforehand it was the over. But I really like the value on plus 1.5. I talk a lot about, especially with the VIP picks, I like to find value, right? Where can we find value? And when I was looking at the pitching matchup, Screwball, I thought this game was actually going to be a lot lower scoring, which I thought, especially with the plus 1.5, gives value. Also, too, when I look at these plays, I had some guy DMing me the other day, asking me about a play in the Rangers Rockies game. And pretty much he was wondering, he was like, hey, I really feel confident the Rangers are going to win, but should I also take the 1.5? And so I looked at the game and I was like, okay. I was talking to him, I was like, hey, pretty much every time the Rangers win, except for one time in their past 10, they've won by at least 2 runs, right? So they're not close games. They're winning by at least 2. On the other side, when the Rockies lose, they're getting blown out. So that is value, right? You're like, hey, if they're going to win by 2. So either they win by 2 and I get the extra juice on the point, or, they lose the game overall, or, that is the aspect that they win by 1. But overall, the logic is, hey, take the extra juice, gives you better value. And in the long term, you should be, profitable and do better. And that's exactly why I took this pick with the Red Sox. Again, they struggled. They'll probably end up winning their next game because now they're under 500. But one of the biggest things when I was looking at them, I was like, hey, when they lose, they're losing tight games. Besides the game prior when they lost on a walk-off, they're losing anytime they would lose, they only lose by 1. So I was like, okay, I think it's going to be a close game against the Tigers. They're not going to get blown out again for the game before went to extras. The game before that was a blowout. They're not going to get blown out again. Let's take the plus 1.5. I was like, there's a strong chance they lose this game. They find ways to lose the games. But taking that plus 1.5, and that's kind of some of the strategy that goes into some of the picks I make, how I decide, when to look at certain value, when things are not. And again, we're going to lose games. For example, we lost the Yankees Seattle game. Now, when I looked at it again, I was like, probably, with the pitcher ERA, it wasn't good. But again, we had value in this game with the over 8. There was a lot of men left on base. Julio Rodriguez robbed a home run in the first inning, so they happen. But overall, that's how I kind of look at some of these plays. I try to find value and I select them for different reasons. And that's why these videos I try to explain to you guys how to become betters, the strategy that goes into it, how to try to find value in the different games. And yeah, so that's just a recap of yesterday's pick. Oh, I've linked it up. I do have real life jobs. So, um, but yeah, again, every subscriber, like, comment helps me to be able to do this full time. So please do that. Join the Discord. The Discord will always be free. What we might end up doing is closing it to only Winnable subscribers. In the aspect of we still have the free subscription on Winnable, so you can get in that way. The problem is we're getting a lot of spammers in the Discord, so we're trying to figure out ways to limit that because it's really just a pain to deal with. So we might do it like you have to get in through Winnable and then you get invited that way. But again, the Discord will always be free. I always wanted to, when I started this journey, I wanted to make a community of like-minded sports bettors who talk about sports, talk about the games. I love sports. There's sports that I don't really understand, like tennis, WNBA, but we have a guy in our Discord that has a WNBA model. So we'll be seeing how that goes. So come join the Discord. It's free. A ton of guys are winning in there. Yeah. So let's get into the picks of why you guys are here. So again, we got 4 picks in the NBA, 3 player prop picks, and then of course the player profit pick of the day. Also, player profit. I've seen a ton of you guys getting these 100K packages. I love it. Using my code Bonfire, getting 10% off. When you do, make sure to DM me on Discord and just show me that you signed up with my code Bonfire and got the one of the higher packages. I think I said it has to be at least 10,000 or higher. It might be 25,000 or higher, but get the $100,000 get you $100,000 funded account, 10% off. So it's really only less than $900. But make sure you send a screenshot that includes my code Bonfire with your purchase and DM it to me on Discord so I can give you the rest of the VIP picks for the summer for free. So that was what I talked about in Discord, doing a summer promo. I'm in a competition with other sports content creators to see who can get the most sales. It's a great platform. I love it. So do that, get the packages, and yeah, let's get into the picks. So first pick, I'm looking at Jamal Murray, and I'm looking at over. Oh, that one's better. I had it at 32. Let's customize. Get on the half. So we're looking at Jamal Murray over 32.5. Again, a lot of these picks now towards the middle playoffs. The regular season I look pretty much strictly at the last 10. Zoom in on the last 5. How well they're performing. Are there different situations? They home, away, different things like that. Player matchups. You see here, he's been up and down, averaging right around this. Median's less than that. Looking at the last 5, he's actually averaging less than it because he's had these 2 bad games. But I think he will bounce back at home. He hit this over in his last game. Denver is down 3-2, I believe. Yeah, 3-2. They want to tie up the series. I think this is where the role players come into effect because they, Nikola is going to get his points or whatever, but the Thunder will be double teaming Nikola, and this is when other players have to step up, and this is when I think Jamal will step up. He's played very well besides this bad game. Even this game, he still had 17 points, 4 and 5. But I expect Jamal to play very well. If you want a juiced line, I was going to say double-double, but honestly, no, because he doesn't. He kind of gets 20 points and 6 and 6. So first pick, we got Jamal Murray more than 32 PRA. Then going off this, we're taking a pick that we actually took in the last video as well. And you can see here. Yeah, custom under. We're going under Nikola Jokic, under 8 rebounds. If you can get 8.5, that's even better. Because you can see here, he pushed at 8 for 3 of these games in the last 10. But again, zooming in on the last 5, he's gone under this every single time. Like I said, OKC, he's going to get his points, whatever, but OKC is really double teaming him, making it hard for him. So he hasn't been able to get his dump outs, get those point or get the assists that he's been looking for. He's really averaging 5, median 6. So I like this pick a lot. Again, if you can get 8.5 to get the pick to win, that's great. Again, at 8, I like it. I would not take it at 7.5. The reason for this is if you get it at least 8, even if he only gets 8, it's still a push. You don't lose. The multiplier just decreases. Or if you get it on a straight book, the pick just pushes. So again, I wouldn't take it if it go for under 8, but at 8 and above, I really like this play. Again, we took this in our second to last video, and it hit. So I like this play a lot. I think Jokic will play well. Denver overall, I think will play well. It's one of we'll talk about kind of that pick later. But so far, we got Jamal Murray more than 32 PRA. Excuse me, Nikola Jokic less than 8 assists. Next, the last player prop pick. Make sure to subscribe, comment, all those things. We're going to Alex Caruso more than 13.5 PRA. You can see here, last 10 played very well. Again, the playoffs, a lot of times these role players have to step up. Last 5 played very well to start, dropped off quick, dropped off to 11. And then he's kind of been finding his rhythm in the last 2 games. Do I think he'll hit like 20? No, but I think he'll get in the mid-teens. I think he'll hit around 16 PRA again. Again, he'll hit a couple threes. He'll get some rebounds, get some assists, some dish outs. So I like Caruso a lot in this situation. So again, the 3 player prop picks we have: Jamal Murray more than 32 PRA, Nikola Jokic less than 8 assists, and Alex Caruso more than 13.5 PRA. If you listen to me talk for 12 minutes and you got something out of this, please hit subscribe, comment, like. Again, smash the subscribe button. It makes me pumped to see us go up. We are 11 away from 700, which is huge. So if we can get to 700 by the end of May, that'd be great. That's just less than 1 subscriber a day. So I post a video every day. If we get 1 subscriber every video, then we're good. So if you made it here this far, now we're getting into the player profit pick. Comment player profit in the comments below. Comment player profit that I know you made it all the way here. And let's look at the game. So again, the spread, keeping in the NBA, the MLB, they've only posted like 5. I don't know if there's only just 5 games today, but OKC, Denver is getting 4.5 points at home. I like it a lot. I think this game will be very close. I think Denver has a great shot at winning. Jokic isn't going to want to lose on his home court. They've played the Thunder very well. They choked the last game away. That hurt us, and we had team total over 105.5, and they scored only 19 points in the fourth quarter to score 104 or 105 points. So I think they're really going to bounce back. Nico's he's not happy with that. So with that being said, our player profit free pick of the day is Denver Nuggets plus 4.5. I like that play a lot. Make sure to lock that in. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hit subscribe, hit comment. Let me know if you're winning on if you won on the VIP picks yesterday. Comment VIP. So we because I'll post videos and people will be like, "Oh, that's not real." I'm like, all the picks are posted and winnable in Discord. I don't know what to tell you, but again, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.